Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm sharing a process video with you, and this process video is inspired by a Leslie Burner video. I'm going to put a card up the top so you can click to view that video if you would like to, and that's where I got the inspiration for this from. So I'm using Maggie Holmes Willow Lane paper pad, trying to kind of use more of my paper pads up. They tend to just kind of sit there and then I'll occasionally go through them, but I mean I have got through quite a bit of this Willow Lane paper pad, and I do really like it. So I've just ripped two layers of paper. I think Leslie had something similar like that. She might have had 3 different layers of paper, and she was using a different paper collection, different colours. It is quite different, but the fundamental structure of the layout is the same. I happen to have these cut out flowers already on my desk. They were from a layout that I did for my Sri Lanka album. I didn't record it, but there is going to be a flip through of the Sri Lanka album coming in the next few weeks. So yeah, that's in the pipeline. It's been recorded, edited, and it's ready to go and scheduled, but I think it's a few weeks from now. So here I have a picture of a cat from my childhood. This is Spud, on the bed in my very old bedroom where I had green walls and yellow woodwork. Yeah, I went crazy for green and yellow, as I feel like I'm doing now actually, but and I've popped these little flowers and these cut out leaves that I had left over from that layout in kind of 3 areas on the page, and I'm just sticking them down with some tacky glue. And then I'm going to stick my strips of paper down as well. I'm just layering these 2 strips on top of each other. I really love how it looks like this, and with the ripped edges, it's really nice. It's quite a big layout. I don't know, I mean it's obviously 12 by 12, but it's using a lot of the page because of those big flowers in the background as well. And so the picture that I've got there, I'm going to mount on some vellum. I think I'm going to do that in a second after I finish sticking all these little leaves down. So I actually had 2 full kind of these fronds, I'm going to call them, and then 1 half frond, which I kind of, Frankenstein a little bit, so it will look like another full frond. Frond. I've said frond way too much. But yeah, I had this picture on my fridge actually for ages because she passed away. I'm trying to think when. It was after I'd moved in with Bill, so she was pretty old. I think she was about 18 or something like that, so quite old. But yeah, I'd had it on my fridge for ages, and then I thought I don't want to lose that, so I'm going to scrapbook it. Because she was very young there and she looks cute. And then she's not quite as chubby as she got at one point. She got quite big, and my dad used to call her, so she weighed 4.9 kilos, but she was quite short, and I remember that he just called her 4.9. That was her name then after that. So yeah, he was very kind, or is a very kind man to the cats. But yeah, anyway, that's a weird story. So I'm just using some brads here as the centres of the flowers, and I had these brads from, I think they've come from the range at some point. They're really old. They're fabric ones. They're fabric brads with flowers stitched onto them, and I just really thought that they went really nicely with the papers, which are a little bit floral and the kind of pastel-y shades. So I just picked 3 of these out to use, and then I'm just using a pokey tool, poking it through and then sticking the brads in. Again, well, you don't have to do that obviously at all. You could use enamel dots or anything you like, but I am a fan of the brad. I'm running out of quite a few of those brads because I've used another load since then. So the brads are going down. I'm going to have to try and get hold of some more because I really do enjoy using them. Well, apart from the bag of 500 tiny brads, they're not going down at all. So maybe I just need to use those teeny tiny brads a little bit more. So I'm just going to mount the picture on some white, then I'm going to mount it on some vellum, then I'm going to pop it on the layout. Oh, these giant scissors, they're so good. They're Tim Holtz scissors, but they are so sharp. I've cut myself or stabbed myself with them a couple of times. Not good. I actually need to get some more some new small fussy cutting type scissors. I do fussy cut with the large ones, but it's not quite as quick. I don't need really tiny scissors, but maybe a tad smaller than those ones are. So I think I might try and get some Tim Holtz ones. Let me know if you've got any good kind of small fussy cutting scissor recommendations. Oh, I did 2 layers of vellum, look, lovely. Just to probably mute that background. I think that would have been my reasoning at the time, because it's gorgeous, but you really want, well, I really like for the picture to stand out if possible. I mean, that's what the layout's all about really, isn't it? Sometimes the picture can get really lost. But I think it stands out quite nicely there, and I've staggered it across those 2 layers of paper there. And I think I'm just going to add one more brad. I'm just checking to see if there's a different one. Yeah, and I've decided on this dark blue one, I think. Yeah, so I'm just going to poke that through again and then spread these little wings out. And then what am I going to do next? I think I'm going to add the title now. And I'm going to use a puffy phrase here that says awesome. And then I'm going to also use like a teal sparkly set of thicker letters that are so old. And I have talked about this before, so I'm sorry if I'm boring. I probably am. But I bought the thicker set from Amazon, and I ordered what I thought was 2 packs, and they're about like £4 a pack. So I thought that's about how much thickers are in the UK. And when I got them, I think it must have been a mistake, but I got 6 packs in each of them, so I ended up with 12 packs of these letters. So I'm actually on the last 3 packs now as well, so they've gone down incredibly well. They're a very common theme in my scrapbook layouts and my project life layouts. I think I'll actually be a little bit sad when they're all gone. And then I added some of these glittery puffy stars, which came in they were in the awesome, you know, with that awesome word, they're in the same sticker set as that. And then I've added some little enamel hearts as well. And I feel like I'm probably getting toward the end of this layout now. Am I going to add anything else? Oh, I remember I add some labels. So this was a strange one, but this is what Leslie had done, added some labels or tabs or something. Can't really remember exactly what now, but in some of the layers of the paper. So I found these blue labels and I thought, oh, I'm going to slice this, because I think I had 2 of them. So these were labels that I'd stamped previously and then stuck into my label bin there, or label drawer, and had forgotten about. So I'm just going to cut the labels in half, and then I'm going to add them in sort of 2 or 3 places on this layout. And I quite like it. I think it's fun. Adds a little bit of interest. Yeah, and I'm just sticking them down. I've kind of decided where they're going to go. And just brings that navy blue around the page as well, which is present in the pattern paper. Little bit on the bedspread, and then there's a little bit on the brads, so it's quite nice, I think, to just add that colour a little bit more through the layout. When these are stuck down, then I think it is the end. So nearly there with it. It was quite a quick layout actually. The video here is 9 minutes and I didn't really have to cut much out, and I think it took me about 20 minutes to do this layout. I only sped it up twice the speed. So yeah, so thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.